My name is Asyla Holt, and right now I'm living in Curaçao, that is the Dutch Caribbean, here in Bandabou. This is my center, Funark Center, where I live and have my in-residence in uplifting. I've been, I really been working and doing my art, visual art, for 45 years. And at this moment, I am preparing to do an exhibition. I have been doing a presentation in Curaçao, but furthermore, I want to give a presentation 45 years celebrating my arts and travel to Bonaire to do so, because in the 80s and 90s I have been living in Bonaire, working there with other artists and some guidance with the government as well. Also, I did the pave works in Calle Grande, flamingo coral stones in '98. So I always traveled back and forth from Bonaire to Curaçao, and finally in the middle of the 90s I started living steady in Curaçao, and especially Bandabou, where it similars. This is a similarity of Bonaire, peaceful. Furthermore, I do creative writings, and I did therapy works. With all my therapy works during the years until 2016, I gathered space to buy this residence, so I can continue doing my in-residence, inviting artists to work together on the creative works. And right now I'm voluntarily with after schools, for instance, doing the coaching works for many years. In Bandabou, I am the 7th year busy with the after schools and daycares, and later on I want to go on the background and have other creative youngsters with funds to come and help doing the coaching works. So for a long time I'm a very hard-working self-made woman, and organizing, coaching, putting the ideas together, and with lots of help. I am lucky to have lots of help to do this. So with me as a visual artist, creative writer, and coaching youngsters, doing therapy works, I right now I am not tired, but I do want to be in the leadership, like a curator, to give youngsters the capacity for the entrepreneurship, to go to the level of the entrepreneurship with a creative being. And youngsters, we have the old schoolers and youngsters from the variety groups in the Netherlands that I like to make contact with, who wants to come to the Caribbean, Lower Caribbean, to Bandabou especially, because this is a very, very interesting research neighborhood and surrounding, and do the whole entourage of working with the youngsters, doing workshops, and working here. We have all the materials here at the residence, and it is all via the Funark Foundation. Funark Foundation is being, I do the campaigns for the Funark Foundation 698. I started with interviewing all the artists from the islands, especially the two groups, because we have the two groups, the Dutch group, the Antillean group, Creole group, let's say, and the mixed group, the two cultural group. Those are three types of groups. But I did in Aruba, in Bonaire, in Curaçao, and outside world, coming to Curaçao, doing exhibition, filming, uh, inside the creative writing. So people know that I'm around, and people know that I'm still busy. So this is a small island. Everyone is on its own island, but sometimes we come together and do things, but then we go back on our little islands. But it is nice to know who's doing the abstract, who's doing the realistical part, who's doing the surrealistical part, which is more important for me because I am surrealistically. And so I have also symbolic exposures. I put myself inside the painting to indicate an issue from nowadays. For instance, direction, the title direction, as we always know politically that things sometimes go in a restraint, and then artists, for instance, come up and show the way how to wake up the crowd to go certain directions. It only indicates itself going to a direction, and then the others follow. But when you're in a small island, you have the variety of who wants to go along, who don't want to go along. So it is interesting, and to do the research work in there as well. So I do then the symbolical side. In my creative writing, I put the nowadays issues in prose, and I did the 11 emotions that it is online. And now I'm preparing the other one titled Dragonfly. So it all cost money, of course, because I don't have a lot of money as a visual artist, and sponsors, funds is the one interesting to have all the time to do your work, to have all the possibilities to be doing your work in a steady way. So right now, with the preparation of the 45 years exhibition, I want to go to Holland. So we are right in this flare of funding possibilities via the Netherlands. So I'm trying to I'm trying to see where I fit in with the funds in the Netherlands to do my exhibit, to go and search for the place to do my exhibition, and meet two artists that I'm acquainted with to see whether they want to join me within the exhibition with the entourage, maybe a drummer doing the percussion work, and another younger artist. I always ask younger artists to participate within my exhibit. So, so a younger artist, visual artist, she is a little bit surrealism. That is nice. That that we can meet and talk about the possibilities about joining, and not only that, but then talk about the possibilities for the Funark Center here in Curaçao. It is to work and to do the coaching works, maybe for 2 weeks, and then that's why we are starting here. We are halfway, otherwise almost finished. We have to do the interior work now with the apartment that I have in the backyard, and it is a big apartment, so they can stay here. So it is a unique possibility for especially youngsters that don't know, almost don't know the way how to, they wanted to come to the Netherlands Antilles, otherwise it was in Netherlands Antilles, but the Dutch Caribbean right now, in Curaçao, and then maybe we can travel also to Bonaire, because I'm very acquainted with Bonaire, Aruba, and the Upper Wind Islands, but this is the place where we can start and do research work, because in our surrounding we have lots of creativeness. We have small museums, we have the beaches here across the hill, we have everything nearby to do research work for. The cultural part. The cultural part is so excited that we can, that people, if they come here, they don't want to leave. And the garden is in such a way that we can also promote with herbs, for instance the oregano herb, basil. We can even try to do art with the leaves, like the mango leaves, the tie-dye. We have trees that we can tie-dye with. We have all the materials, all the techniques, all the books, everything that you desire, we have here at the center. And I've always had visitors coming to look for, otherwise, to know the artist and be acquainted with the artist who is Asyla Holt. So in the meantime, I want to promote myself. I have lived in Eindhoven for 16 years, lived, worked 10 years at a Philips concern. I have studied. I went to the art school, and then after 10 years, 12 years, I went again to the conceptual art study in Tilburg. So everything is with interviews I've gathered and I've documented. So to put to start preparing with my proposal, a second proposal, because I did my first proposal and contacted a museum in Eindhoven, but then that stayed pending. But then I want to do a second better proposal and travel with that, so I can go around and make my contacts for this exhibition. It's celebrating, so it's transforming and celebrating 45 years of my art being.